am Estella Brown, and I am the chairperson for the Active Lifestyles Program. On behalf of the staff and the advisory committee, we welcome each of you for the 8th Annual Lifestyle Award Ceremony. When we look out and we see all of these beautiful faces, we see faces that have many, many different types of expressions. But then when you look at our honorees, there are some that are smiling. If you look closer, you will see that sometimes that smile could be one of joy. It could be one of love. It could also be one of peace, happiness, or it could be one that they know that they are going to be honored today, so they feel that they are blessed. Smiles have a way of giving messages to each of us in a positive manner. Helen Steiner Rice states, "There is sunshine in a smile. Life is a mixture of sunshine, and it also is a mixture of rain, laughter and pleasure, teardrops and pain. All days cannot be bright, but it's certainly true that there was never a cloud the sun did not shine through." So just keep on smiling, whatever betides you, secure in the knowledge God is always beside you. And you'll find when you smile, your day will be brighter and all your burdens will seem so much lighter. For each time you smile, you will find that it is true. Somebody, somewhere, will smile back at you. And nothing on earth can make life more valuable than the sunshine and warmth and the beautiful smile. So we welcome our honorees. We honor your life today.
Good morning. I am Debbie Wilson, co-chair of Citizen Advisory Committee for the Active Lifestyle Program. It's a joy to be in this place today, as it was last year when we had the past and present honorees. So I don't know about you, sit back, relax, take your shoes off, because I know I am, and enjoy. Once again, we want to thank our present honorees. Man, they look good. I can't wait till I get 90.
Good morning, you honorees. Let us bow our heads for prayer. Almighty God, we give thanks and praises and honors. We begin these festivities, we gather together to fellowship and share. We acknowledge our 2015 recipients of the Lifelong Citizens Award. We are thankful to you and all those who have worked so hard to put this event together, and for all who are in attendance. We ask that this day be a day of reflection and refreshment. May we remember the deeper meaning of this day as we share enjoyable fellowship with one another. It's in Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Jennifer Hennings.
Thank you all very much for honoring us with being able to be part of this ceremony. It is absolutely amazing to see the city of Newport News out like this and congratulating our seniors for doing so much help in our community. Morningside and Newport News has been in this community since 1998, and we're going to be here to serve you all for a lot longer. We want to say thank you, and God bless. Thank you for being here and supporting and honoring our seniors.
Bless you. At this time, I want you to welcome William S. Massey, Executive Director for the Peninsula Agency on Aging. Mr. Massey.
Thank you. This is not part of my prepared remarks, but what a wonderful, beautiful rendition of the national anthem. That was just extraordinary. We really appreciate it. It's certainly a delight to be here today to honor the recipients of the Lifelong Citizenship Award, some of whom I know personally, and they've touched my life. So I know this is not about me in the least, but I do have that level of appreciation for some members that are being honored today. And I'm here to welcome you to the Lifelong Citizenship Award ceremony. And as you know, long life is promised to those who honor their father and mother, and I'm confident that all of you, probably all of you in the room, but certainly all of the honorees qualify on that particular point. But you contributed to your community in many other ways and made Newport News a better place to live, work, and raise our families. I read the bios of this particular group of honorees. What an impressive group, and how much they have given to this community. As you know, life expectancy has increased dramatically in our lifetimes, but so has the way we spend our later years. When I was a young man, and that was a few years ago, the goal of most seniors was, most individuals, was to work until they were 65, retire, and do nothing for the rest of their life. Well, that was the men anyway, right? The ladies knew that they were expected to keep going, but oh, how things have changed. And that is one of the things that's changed a lot, as it well should have. That approach has changed dramatically over the last 30 to 40 years. And now, as you know, many people continue to work into their 80s and 90s using the knowledge and expertise they've gained over a lifetime. What a waste not to do that, actually. People who can and are willing to continue to contribute. Others choose to stay engaged in a variety of ways, including volunteering to support programs and organizations, churches that make our community stronger. No longer do seniors sit for the last 30 or 40 years of their life and let the young folk do it. The young folk have to work to keep up with seniors, right? And I'm one of them, so I can vouch for that. We are engaged civilly and civically and civilly, I hope. And the senior vote carries many elections. This is a privilege and responsibility that I know today's Lifelong Citizenship Award recipients have taken and will always take seriously, our civic duties. And I salute you for all that you have done and continue to do in support of the city of Newport News. Now, at this time, it's a pleasure to introduce Marie Collins. Ms. Collins is a past recipient of the Lifelong Citizenship Award, and she's going to share her volunteer experience with us. Ms. Collins?
Thank you, Mr. Massey. If there is a magic pill to give you happiness and longevity, I'm positive that we non-octogenarians have taken that pill, and we're going to continue to take that pill. And what is that pill? It is generosity, giving of your time, your talent, and your heart to volunteering. I have been fortunate to have volunteered since I've retired in 1986, and I have been mixed up in a lot of volunteering, some wonderful, some not so good, but how many, I have been involved very, very much with federal retirees because I am also retired from Langley Air Force Base as a federal retiree. But that was 1986, and I was getting kind of restless. So one day I saw an ad for senior models. It was an ad by the Newport News Parks and Recreation, and I thought, that's what I need to do. Get out and have some fun and spread some sunshine. The bottom line is, marched along, and one day we models who had started in that first class to become professional fashion models thought, we have reached the time, we are going to have a name, and we are going to really get out there and strut and show folks that you don't have to be 28, you do not have to be 30 and a size 8 or a size 2. We are sponsored. We are known as, and how many have you seen and heard of the Fashion Elegantes Modeling Club? Wonderful, wonderful. We've been here in this building every semi-annually. We do a very fall gala fashion show. We also have 2 other shows that we must attend, and that is over in Franklin, Virginia on Valentine's Day. And the second one is the Yuletide Greetings up at the Knights of Columbus in Newport News. Who sponsors us? I am proud to say that the Active Lifestyles program under the umbrella of the Newport News Parks, Recreation, and Tourism, Catherine Youssef and Angelia Edwards are our sponsors personified. They make certain that we receive the training in the very beginning. Where all do we go? How do we spread this sunshine? We go to nursing homes, and by the way, this is all free. We do not charge for our shows. However, we do spread a lot of sunshine to folks in the Chamberlain, in the Devonshire, in the Commonwealth, on Marcella Drive in Hampton. We have gone as far north, east as Kilmarnock, and we're going there at the end of October. We have participated in women's forums. As you ladies know, there is a women's forum every year. We have been to those, participated at Virginia Beach and also at the Hampton Convention Center. We have been to the Devonshire, the Newport, you name it. The wonderful part is, ladies and gentlemen, after we do our show, sometimes we do up-to-date fashions, sometimes we do vintage. And when we do vintage, and we wear the clothes of the 20s, 30s, and 40s, many of the residents of those nursing homes and retirement homes say, ah, I used to wear that, or I had that fur. It just makes your heart feel warm. And just imagine, ladies and gentlemen, you're all here today, you're walking around, you're healthy enough to be here. Suppose you're in one of those institutions for life, and it makes you feel, I am blessed, I'm not here, but I can give some sunshine to those people. That's what we are all about. That is my favorite volunteer fun activity. Now, there are a lot of potentials sitting out here in this room today who could be a part of us. Men and women. You, young man, would make an excellent model. Absolutely. And there's the gentleman over here with the beautiful gray hair. How do you become a Fashion Elegantes model? Easy, easy. In the newspaper that the Parks and Rec have published. You will find a copy on your way out to the front door. There is an advertisement about the Fashion Elegantes Modeling Club. There is one requirement. You must attend the Essence of Modeling class. The Essence of Modeling class teaches you how to walk, how to smile, and how to wear the right clothes at the right time. And it is only 4 weeks, 2 hours a day. If you're interested, and I see a lot of potentials out there, if you're interested, call Angelia Edwards, 591-4853. These ladies and gentlemen right here, if they're up here at 90 years of age as a nonagenarian, then they're still capable of being a model. You do not have to be a size 2. We are ages 65 to 91. It's great, ladies and gentlemen. That is my fun activity. I'm not going to go into all of the other activities, but I have taken the pill, which gives the magic pill, which gives us happiness and longevity. And now I would like to introduce to you Tammy Jordan.
Thank you.
You're very, very welcome.
I look good for being 90, huh? I'm not a past honoree. I would like to welcome you today to our 8th annual Lifelong Citizen Award. This ceremony was developed for people who are 90 or over who have given back to the city of Newport News, so Newport News citizens. It was developed by our Active Lifestyles program along with their advisory committee. Having said that, I would like to welcome past honorees that are here in the audience today. Elsie Boyd, Marie Collins, Luis Delago, and Thelma Goodhope, Edith Hamill, Jessie Lewis, Rosetta Griffin, Betty Powell, Jose Rangel, Thelma Styron, Inez Seaborn, Ernestine Thompson, Beulah Seaborn, Annie Wheeler, Martha Wiggins, Dorothy Hilton, and Mary Pulley. And on that note, I would like to welcome Mayor Price.
Good morning. This is a very exciting morning for me. I enjoy this event and look forward to it every year. It gives us the opportunity to recognize many of the people who have given back to this city, and we just enjoy this event immensely. As many of you know, the Lifelong Citizenship Achievement Award recognizes and applauds the contributions that our citizens over the age of 90 have made to the city and our surrounding communities throughout their lifetime. The Active Lifestyles Program and Advisory Committee have taken great strides in locating individuals over the age of 90. And we certainly want to commend the staff and the volunteers for their commitment to honoring those who have given and continue to give so much to our community. The 15 seniors we honor today have had a tremendous impact on the lives of others. The lives that you have touched, influenced, and changed are immeasurable, for no one can count the number of people that your passion and dedication have affected over the years. Your great work has passed through many generations, and for a total of, get this, 616 combined years of service. I think that needs to be applauded. For all of you in this room, I ask that you take a moment and reflect on the life through the lens of these 15 seniors. Take a moment to reflect on what they have seen in their lifetime. From the early days when Newport News was a rural area to the present day that honors them, the changes have been immense. The achievement of technology and engineering, from Model Ts to spacecraft, men on the moon, and people living in the International Space Station. They have witnessed it all. They have witnessed wars and peace, the civil rights movement and more, and they have embraced those changes and contributed them with service. I have a great respect for the honorees. None of us would be the people we are today without your influences, sometimes subtle and sometimes not so subtle. In one way or another, you have had a bearing and influence on my life and the lives of many of us today in this room. You know, it was Nelson Mandela who said it best. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. Those we honor today have certainly made that difference. So on behalf of the City Council and the citizens of this great city, I thank you for your contribution to the betterment of this community and would like to present to you a proclamation in honor of your service. And the proclamation reads, whereas the City of Newport News recognizes individuals for their lifetime and commitment, caring, and collaboration to enhance the lives of citizens of Newport News, and whereas the Newport News Department of Parks and Recreation and Tourism and the Active Lifestyles Program Advisory Committee appreciates the dedication of these individuals and recognizes the many contributions they have delivered to improve the quality of life of others. And whereas these individuals have served the City of Newport News and their respective communities as leaders, advocates, role models, educators, and volunteers for over 616 combined years in an unselfish and dedicated manner since 1938. And whereas these individuals have a strong commitment and an unwavering spirit to give freely, willingly, and cheerfully of their time and talents in assisting charitable, social, civic, and religious organizations on behalf of their communities. And whereas the City of Newport News recognizes each one of you for contributions that you have made over the years of service to this community. Now, therefore, I, McKinley L. Price, Mayor of the City of Newport News, Virginia, do hereby recognize and honor all of the 2015 Lifelong Citizen Award honorees, Ms. Lucille Bacote, Mr. Joseph Bruni, Ms. Flora Criddington, Mr. Harold Dobbins, Ms. Virginia Evans, Ms. Ruth Francis, Mr. Alfonso Hughes, Mr. Hayward Lovett, Ms. Ann Puglisi, Mr. Jack Slack, Ms. Ella Smith, Ms. Emma Spruill, Mr. James Watkins, Ms. Elisa Ann Reed Watson, and Mr. Sampson Womack for their many years of distinguished service and generosity bestowed upon the citizens of this city. May each of you continue to inspire others and touch many more lives in the years ahead. Thank you.
You're sitting there and possibly you need a task at hand. Look at our honorees. Each one is going to be given their age, and then I'm going to tell you an approximate number of services that they have rendered. So if you are at your seat and would like to say calculate and go along with what our mayor has told us, you can see if those numbers really go together. It is a pleasure. It is an honor. It is my blessings to help to bestow blessings upon each one of you. Each honoree's life, in the booklet that you have, they have information about each one there. Please read that, keep that, and honor that. We are going to now give each one of the honorees their proclamations. And they are going to Mr. Joseph Bruni. He is 93 years young, and he has 30 years of service. Miss Flora Crittenden, 91 years old, and she has over 70 years of service. Mr. Harold Dobbins, 91 years old and 50 years of service. Miss Virginia Evans, 93 years old, 21 years of service. Miss Ruth Francis, 90 years old and 20 years of service. Mr. Alphonso Hughes, 90 years old on October the 5th, and he is over 50 years he has given his service. Mr. Haywood Lovett, 94 years old, 40 years of service. Mrs. Ann Puglisi, 90 years old, 20 years of service. Mr. Jack Slack, 90 years old, 20 years of service, 13 years at the Virginia Living Museum. Miss Emma Spurls, she's 90 years old and she's given 50 years of service. Mr. James Watkins, 90 years old and 62 years of service. Miss Elijah Watson, 95 years old and over 70 years of service. Mr. Sampson Wormack, 92 years old and over 50 years of service. If there are any members or friends that know a Mrs. Lucille Baycoat, she was 90, and I did use the word was, 94 years old. And she had given 34 years of service. If you look at the plaque that is there, you will see her name there. And she is going to be given the proclamation to you all from our mayor. And we thank you for coming. We honestly, truly do thank you. Now, one other. If there are any members or friends that know a Miss Ella Smith, will you come forward, please? Mrs. Smith could not attend. She was 91 years old, and she had produced over 50 years of service. And we thank all of you. Now you can do better than that. Come on.